The farm's alive with nature. A rainbow-colored rooster saunters in the yard. Buzzing bees sip the nectar. Baby bunnies bound through the garden. And other babies hide away in the bushes, waiting to hatch. The farmers that harvest this quiet field in Doylestown say it's a soothing job.
I almost think that you could generalize that to farming as well. I just find the work is generally meditative. It's a very calm space.
But there's something else calming here, the unmistakable purple flowers of the lavender plant.
It has some properties that can help people sleep. It has properties that help some people with headaches and such. It's very good for skin.
And here at Valley Lavender Farm, that's all they grow. Husband and team duo George and Patty Lyons began their business about 8 years ago when Patty came up with the idea.
So that was sort of the genesis of it, was just seeing a field of lavender in my mind and then looking into how to grow it on a larger scale, and then all the many different things we could do with it.
Still, George had one concern.
My first question to my wife was, do the deer eat it? Because deer come through here like crazy.
But the answer was no, and the couple began to grow their business just across the street from the tranquil lake waters of the appropriately named Peace Valley Park.
Just coming up to Peace Valley is awesome in itself.
Visitors to the farm can spend as much time as they like just taking in the aroma.
It's really great to see them just take a walk through the garden or just harvest their own lavender.
But the workers have their hands full during the summer months. June marks the biggest harvest of the year. Using tiny handheld sickles, George and farmhand Ben Bowles cut and collect bushels of the blossoms. Ben sees it as building a connection.
Rather than using like a machine to do the work for you, you really get to know the land a lot better and the plant as well.
They wrap each bunch with a rubber band and toss it into the box.
Each variety that we grow we use for a different purpose, so we have to cut it at a certain time when the flowers are maturing for its intended use.
Uses like lavender's therapeutic qualities. Here in the workshop, George crushes some of the bushels into the distiller, which separates the essential oils from the fresh plant. The rest of the bushels hang out to dry, here in the drying room, of course. Patty says lavender's most versatile when it's dried, and all that versatility ends up in the gift shop.
Almost every product is handmade right here at the farm, and as soon as you walk in, you get that overwhelming aroma of the lavender. And there are lots of unique things, everything from lavender chocolate to laundry detergent, and lots of other things in between.
The mixer churns moisturizing lavender shea butter that ends up on the shelf next to things like lavender salt scrub, lavender shampoo and conditioner, lavender rug and carpet refresher, lavender dishwashing liquid, lavender-infused honey, even lavender olive oil. The Lyons try to come up with unique products, but they do make some more familiar items. Seamstress Roberta O'Malley cuts material and sews up things like lavender sachets and pillows.
You can use the snuggle pillow to snuggle in bed with, and it's made of a fabric that's really soft, like bunny soft.
Meanwhile, Patty summons up her artistic side to create festive and fragrant floral arrangements. She chops the flowers from the stems and expertly wraps the wire around the wreath form. Once the shape's molded, Patty tops it all off with a neatly tied bow. The finished product is not only pretty to look at, but it sure smells good.
The great thing about lavender is that the essential oil dries inside these little cells in the plant, and that's what keeps the fragrance long-lasting.
Up to 15 years, in fact. So how do you prolong the life of your lavender?
So if you squeeze it a little bit, it lets the oils out of the lavender blossoms, and then more fragrance will come out.
But for those who are around the aroma full-time...
Yeah, you can get a little numb to it. You definitely can.
Still, it's definitely popular among the patrons.
The greatest smell on earth.
People love lavender. It's unique. There aren't other lavender farms around.
And folks say it's certainly a calming way to go shopping. For Tempo, I'm Katie Fellinger reporting.